Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Justin reveals the fate of Forrester's CEO, which is bad news for Brooke. The Bold and the Beautiful reveals that Carter Walton will have to make a decision now that Ridge Forrester has offered him the chance to reverse all of his betrayal damage. Ridge believes Hope Logan got her claws into Carter and drove him down this power-hungry path, so he's willing to forgive Carter if he can only get rid of the LLC documents and abandon Hope. Of course, seeing Steffy Forrester refer to Hope as a bitch made Carter furious, so Ridge acting as if Hope is the slime of the earth will irritate him even more. Ridge will only rile Carter up and make him more motivated to complete the takeover. As a result, the LLC papers will be filed, and Carter will continue to be Hope's dedicated partner. Brooke Logan will be stunned when Hope offers her mother updates on the takeover's progress. Hope will urge that the paperwork is finalized and prophesy that there is no turning back now. Although Brooke will not approve, Hope will believe they are doing what is necessary and will not be concerned whether her mother approves or not. Meanwhile, B&B predict that Steffy would lose her cool over Carter's attempt to take control of Forrester. Steffy, like Ridge, may believe that the entire narrative revolves around Hope and blame her for leading Carter astray. For Justin Barber, everything will depend on whether he can find a way to derail Carter's scheme. Steffy, Ridge, and Eric Forrester will hold an emergency meeting in the hopes that Justin will be able to resolve this nightmare. However, it appears that Justin will concede his hands are tied and say that the Forresters must live with their error. Justin may see that they can engage in a protracted legal battle and hope for the best, but there may be nothing that can be done quickly to prevent Carter from assuming the throne. Will Spencer take Electra Forrester out to eat at Il Giardino again? Remy Price, who has recently been hired at the restaurant, will inform Electra when he walks over. Electra will undoubtedly be thrilled that Remy has settled into his new life in Los Angeles. Will also meet Remy, so things will appear to be going well between them initially. However, Will may soon discover that something is wrong with Remy and his obsession with Electra. Luna Nozawa will have several visitors while in jail. If Poppy Nozawa decides to return to Luna, the first one may be her, but someone else may appear instead. Regardless, we want to focus on the second visitor, who will be none other than Bill Spencer. When the guard informs Luna to another visitor's coming, she'll be surprised when Bill walks in. Bill won't be delighted to meet Luna and may urge her not to spend her weekly letters on him because he isn't interested. Nonetheless, Luna may utilize this chance to tug on Bill's emotions in private, possibly even requesting legal assistance. The Bold the Beautiful said the week of December 2nd to 6th will offer some surprise actions and severe ramifications. Carter Walton's epic fall from grace. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, all hell breaks free at Forrester Creations. Carter Walton's coup failed after weeks of planning, and he will have to pay the price. Will the former Dudley Do-Right ever be redeemed? Keep reading to find out what happens next on The Bold and the Beautiful. The Bold and the Beautiful, can B&B redeem Carter Walton? Carter Walton has been a regular at Forrester Creations for 11 years. The beautiful lawyer and businessman has long been popular among Bold and Beautiful viewers who have frequently complained that writers do not give him enough screen time. Carter Walton is now in the spotlight, and not for the best. B&B spoilers, Carter Walton's epic fall from grace. The Bold and the Beautiful say the jig is up for Carter and Hope Logan, and it's safe to assume his time at Forrester Creations is over. Carter has no friends in Los Angeles at this point, with the exception of Hope Logan, who is currently the most despised woman in town. By the end of the week, Carter could be bussing tables at his father-in-law's restaurant, Illinois Giardino. Carter's only chance at redemption is to cut links with Hope Logan, plead temporary insanity, and ask his friends' forgiveness. Unfortunately, Carter is infatuated with Hope, and we all know he will not do that. What's next for Carter Walton on Bold and Beautiful? Carter's alternatives are limited until he receives unexpected funding and is able to start his own business. Carter is rumored to be working for Bill Spencer, however, there is no evidence to support this claim. Are you having a hard time pulling for Carter Walton right now? Do you believe he can redeem himself? Share your comments in the comment section below and let us know. Steffy blames Hope for Carter's takeover scheme and seeks revenge on her. According to The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester will discover of Hope Logan's role in Carter Walton's takeover of Forrester Creations. Of course, Steffy will point out that the Logans are simply attempting to reclaim what the Forresters have lost. The Bold and the Beautiful Steffy Forrester fired Hope Logan for going after John Finnegan. Steffy from The Bold and the Beautiful did not fire Hope for any work-related reasons. Steffy fired Hope after she unintentionally fell into John Finnegan while waiting for Carter in lingerie. Ridge Forrester is now aware of this. Hope, on the other hand, does not benefit from this because she supports Carter. The Bold and the Beautiful Steffy blames Hope for Carter's takeover scheme and seeks revenge on her. Steffy will most certainly claim that Hope should have spoken the truth before firing her. Of course, everyone knows Steffy would have also contested that argument. Hope wanted to protect Carter because he had been standing up for her. However, Steffy will accuse Hope of influencing Carter and turning him against the Forresters. B&B Steffy Forrester will make Hope Logan pay. Steffy and Hope will clash over all of this. Of course, Hope has already been dismissed, and her line has been terminated. What can Steffy do to her at this point? At this point, Hope has effectively wrecked her chances of regaining employment at Forrester Creations, so what else can Steffy do to her now that she is unemployed? Steffy may pledge to ensure that Hope never works in fashion again. Steffy could threaten to undermine Hope's future romance. Steffy may even promise to ensure that Douglas Forrester, Henry Joseph Samory, learns exactly what his mother attempted to do to the family business to which he is an heir. The Bold and the Beautiful's Hope Logan underestimated Steffy Forrester. Hope knows how vengeful Steffy can be because she grew up in the Forrester household. Hope may come to regret her attempt to take down Steffy. Carter, on the other hand, continued to assure her that the Forresters could not get away with it. Carter was determined that they rehire Hope, whether they wanted to or not. Hope wanted Carter to have what he wanted as well, but none of them got their way. Steffy will ensure that Hope pays, whether Ridge forgives Carter or not. Steffy is confident Carter would never do this on his own. Will Steffy have to pay for what she and Carter did to make this takeover happen? Carter's decision, Ridge's failure, and Hope's boast. The Bold and the Beautiful is here. Remember, there will be no new episodes coming up on The Bold and the Beautiful. So, what happens when the next fresh episode premieres on Monday? Fans should witness how Carter Walton responds to Ridge Forrester's ultimatum. Meanwhile, Hope Logan continues to yell at Brooke Logan. Keep reading to find out what happens in the next episode of the CBS soap opera. The Bold and the Beautiful Ridge Forrester's ultimatum. B&B revealed that Ridge will be waiting for Carter's response. Ridge was first enraged by Carter's betrayal and desired revenge. Ridge proposed a compromise in response to Carter's silence and Justin Spears' somber intimation. Ridge proposed that the LLC paperwork be burned, Carter dumps Hope, and everything will be okay. Must read B&B spoilers. Does Hope blame Brooke for Ridge's turn on Carter? B&B Carter Walton's decision. According to the episode's ending, Carter is unlikely to agree to Ridge's request. Carter asked Ridge if he truly wanted him to dump Hope. Ridge confirmed and described Hope as toxic. Then, in a weekly preview clip, Hope shares some shocking news with Brooke. So it sounds like those filings will be filed regardless. The Bold and the Beautiful Hope's Logan freaks out. The Bold and the Beautiful report that Hope will continue to freak out about Brooke. Brooke's revelation to Hope that her scheme had been uncovered was explosive. Brooke glanced at Hope as if she did not recognize her own daughter. Despite Brooke's attempts to convey to Hope that the coup is wrong, the humiliated designer will continue to panic out. Hope was shuddering and hot in the face, like if she was about to explode. Must read, The Bold and the Beautiful. Is Brooke to blame for Ridge's turn on Carter? B&B. Fans may also see Justin return to Ridge with worrying news. Justin has already warned that it may be too late to defend Forrester Creations from Carter. A preview film appears to show Ridge informing Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and Eric Forrester about Carter. So, what exactly does this mean for Forrester Creations? Is Carter really going to fire Steffy and Ridge in order to give Hope her line back? Which narrative are you most looking forward to witnessing on Monday, December 2nd, 2024? What are your predictions for Ridge, Brooke, Hope, and Carter? What does the future hold for Justin, Steffy, Eric, and the other characters? Brooke's devastation and Hope's defiance. Brooke Logan becomes an emotional victim in this unraveling tale. Brooke is startled when Hope informs her mother of the irreversible efforts taken to secure the takeover. She implores her daughter to rethink, warning of the consequences. Hope, on the other hand, is adamant, disregarding Brooke's fears as irrelevant to her aims. Hope's disobedience exemplifies her shift from a moral compass to a divisive character willing to risk everything for what she believes is right. Brooke and Hope's rift highlights the Logan family's generational and ideological divide. Brooke represents tradition and loyalty to the Forresters, whilst Hope represents ambition and a willingness to bend the rules for the sake of a perceived larger good. This dynamic raises the emotional stakes as Brooke tries to reconcile her love for her daughter with her commitment to Ridge and the Forrester legacy. Steffy's fury and the Forrester family's conflict. Steffy Forrester, never one to back down from a fight, is furious at Carter's betrayal and alliance with Hope. Steffy, seeing the situation as an existential threat to Forrester Creations, joins forces with Ridge and Eric Forrester in a last-ditch effort to prevent Carter's hostile takeover. Her rage is directed straight at Hope, whom she accuses for corrupting Carter and arranging the plot. Steffy, Ridge, and Eric come together in an emergency meeting of the Forrester family, determined to find a solution. Their hopes are pinned on Justin Barber, who is tasked with discovering a legal loophole to foil Carter's objectives. However, Justin's dismal assessment of the situation hints that the family may be forced to embrace the repercussions of their mistakes. The prospect of a lengthy judicial struggle looms, but the immediate consequences appear unavoidable. Carter Walton's fall from grace. Carter Walton's transformation from a respected Forrester Creations executive to a pariah is both tragic and self-imposed. His unflinching support for Hope, along with his desire for power, has alienated him from almost everyone in his life. Carter, formerly regarded as a pillar of honesty, is now a figure of contempt and mistrust, his lone ally being the struggling Hope Logan. Carter's future is the subject of much speculation. Some believe he can find salvation by severing relations with Hope and seeking forgiveness from the Forresters. Others feel he can reinvent himself by launching a rival company or collaborating with a powerful figure such as Bill Spencer. Regardless of which road he takes, Carter's fall from grace serves as a warning about the consequences of ambition unrestrained by loyalty and ethics. Justin's revelation and Forrester's fallout. As the Forresters prepare for the worst, Justin Barber's inquiry into Carter's takeover shows that their alternatives are limited. His inability to locate a loophole exposes the family to a painful reality: Carter's actions cannot be reversed overnight. The discovery sets the stage for a long battle, both in court and inside the Forrester family, as they deal with the ramifications of their broken unity. Justin's work as a fixer exemplifies the complexity of corporate warfare in the bold and beautiful universe. His realistic approach stands in stark contrast to Ridge, Steffy, and Eric's emotional outbursts, which they battle to contain. The friction between these two points of view emphasizes the conflict's multifaceted nature, which combines personal vendettas with professional stakes. New characters and subplots add layers. New characters, such as Elektra Forrester, Remy Price, and Luna Nozawa, add layers of interest to the major narrative. Elektra's relationships with Will Spencer and Remy suggest potential conflicts and love entanglements that could complicate the Forrester narrative. Meanwhile, Luna's captivity and surprise encounter with Bill Spencer indicate that her plotline may interact with the main plot in unforeseen ways. These subplots add depth to the story and allow viewers to see into the larger bold and the beautiful universe. They serve as a reminder that the world of Forrester Creations is more than simply boardroom disputes, it is also about the characters' personal lives and tribulations. The road ahead of the bold and the beautiful. The week of December 2nd to 6th promises unexpected twists and emotional ramifications as the Forrester family confronts the reality of Carter's takeover. As alliances alter and new players emerge, the fate of Forrester Creations is in the balance. Will Carter and Hope achieve their vision for the company, or will Ridge, Steffy, and Eric drag them down? Can Brooke and Hope mend their broken friendship, or is the schism between them too great to bridge? One thing is certain, The Bold and the Beautiful continues to attract viewers with its mix of high-stakes drama, intriguing characters, and unending suspense. Whether Carter Walton achieves atonement or falls deeper into infamy, his path will leave an unforgettable impact on the Forrester legacy. Steffy blames Hope for Carter's takeover scheme and seeks revenge against her. The drama on The Bold and the Beautiful reaches a fever pitch as Steffy Forrester blames Hope Logan for Carter Walton's unexpected betrayal and attempt to seize control of Forrester Creations. Steffy, driven by her devotion to her family and disgust with the impending catastrophe, realizes that words are no longer sufficient. Determined to preserve her family's history, Steffy begins preparing a premeditated retribution against Hope, threatening to worsen an already tense situation. The blame game, Hope is in the crosshairs. Steffy perceives Hope as the mastermind behind Carter's betrayal. Steffy believes Hope used Carter by exploiting his flaws and drive to pull him into her power-hungry ploy. While Carter may have been the one to push through the LLC papers, Steffy believes Hope's influence is the underlying motivator behind his actions. Hope and Steffy's friction has been building for months, and their personal and professional rivalry has spilled into their families' lives. Steffy's rage is fueled by her notion that Hope had exceeded an unseen boundary, not only by hurting Forrester Creations, but also by betraying the trust of the family who welcomed her. Steffy's plan of revenge. Steffy, known for her fiery determination, refuses to sit idly by as her family's business falls apart. After consulting Ridge and Eric, Steffy resolves to take matters into her own hands. However, this is much more than simply corporate strategy, it is extremely personal to Steffy. Her strategy entails hitting Hope where it hurts the most, both professionally and personally. Professional retaliation, Steffy starts accumulating proof of misbehavior and questionable judgments related to Hope's involvement in the takeover. She collaborates with Justin Barber, who is already involved in the legal proceedings, to find any skeletons in Hope's closet. Steffy expects that exposing Hope's alleged wrongdoings will discredit her in the eyes of the public and the Forrester board. Strategic isolation, recognizing Hope's reliance on alliances, Steffy uses her position inside Forrester Creations to alienate her from important stakeholders. This involves encouraging longtime colleagues and designers to step away from Hope's initiatives. Steffy also ensures that Hope's ideas for new collections run into hurdles, delaying or even derailing their success. Personal sabotage, Steffy isn't satisfied with only professional consequences. She plans to turn Hope's closest pals against her, beginning with Brooke Logan. Steffy subtly sows doubt in Brooke's mind, portraying Hope's actions as selfish and harmful. She also focuses on Liam Spencer, aiming to rekindle his misgivings about Hope's honesty and fidelity. The fallout for Hope. Hope isn't new to fighting, but Steffy's vindictive campaign surprises her. As Steffy's plans emerge, Hope finds herself under attack on numerous fronts. Her professional reputation suffers as rumors of unethical behavior spread throughout the fashion business. Designers and partners begin to pull out of her projects, leaving Hope scrambling to keep her vision for Forrester Creations alive. On a personal level, Hope is struggling with the strain in her relationships. Brooke's criticism grows, causing a breach between mother and daughter. Meanwhile, Liam begins to doubt Hope's priorities and the morality of her acts, putting their marriage on precarious ground. Carter's involvement in the conflict. While Hope bears the brunt of Steffy's vengeance, Carter finds himself caught in the crossfire. His allegiance to Hope is unshakable, although he is well aware of the harm their alliance has wrought. Carter tries to protect Hope from the worst of Steffy's accusations, even offering to accept full responsibility for the takeover. However, his attempts only serve to alienate him from the Forresters and strengthen Steffy's determination to bring him and Hope down. Steffy's risks and consequences. Steffy's bold efforts do not come without risk. Her singular focus on vengeance blinds her to potential consequences. Steffy's merciless targeting of Hope risks alienating others who sympathize with her point of view, including certain members of the Forrester family. Ridge, while supporting Steffy's efforts to safeguard the firm, becomes concerned that her actions are motivated by personal vendetta rather than the best interests of Forrester Creations. There is also the potential that Steffy's intentions would backfire. If Hope outmaneuvers her, or if Carter discovers and exposes her techniques, Steffy may find herself on the defensive. The conflict between these two tough women threatens to turn into a destructive cycle, with no clear winner in sight. A family torn apart. As Steffy and Hope's rivalry grows, the Forrester family becomes increasingly divided. Brooke and Ridge disagree on how to handle the situation, with Brooke protecting her daughter and Ridge siding with Steffy. Eric, caught between loyalty to family and desire for unity, tries to resolve the conflict. Meanwhile, Steffy's actions begin to damage her relationships with Finn and her own children as her need for revenge consumes her. The road ahead. The conflict between Steffy and Hope is far from ended. With Forrester creations hanging in the balance, the stakes could not be higher. Steffy's vengeance threatens not just Hope's ambitions, but also the fragile bond between the Forrester and Logan families. As the story progresses, viewers are left wondering, will Steffy's plan succeed, or will it come at a high cost? Can Hope withstand the onslaught and restore her life, or will she be forced to retreat in defeat? One thing is certain, The Bold and the Beautiful is presenting a narrative that will keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Carter's decision, Ridge's failure, Hope boasts. The Bold and the Beautiful's high-stakes storyline continues with Carter Walton making a key decision that alters the balance of power at Forrester Creations. Ridge Forrester, determined to undo the consequences of Carter's betrayal, faces a humiliating loss. Meanwhile, Hope Logan seizes the opportunity to celebrate her victory, alienating her critics and escalating the conflict between the Forrester and Logan families. Carter's decision, no turning back. Carter Walton is at a crossroads, under pressure from Ridge Forrester to abandon his takeover plans and cut relations with Hope Logan. Ridge offers Carter a chance at redemption, shred the LLC papers, apologize to the family, and walk away from Hope. Carter's decision, however, is motivated by ambition and allegiance to Hope, rather by regret.